Hello everyone. Nigeria is that country where you will hear certain things, your eyes will be like, really? It happened. You go just open eyes like this. The way I just open my eyes like this, it's just something else. I was reading this story. It's funny, it's tragic. You see the bravery, and then sometimes it's painful, it's annoying, all rolled in one. So let me tell you what the headline says. The headline says, passengers overpower bandits in Zamfara, kill one, seize 2 AK-47 rifles. I mean, first of all, you just feel like, oh my goodness, what bravery, for passengers to do that, and you're like feeling that happiness, or like, thank God they were able to overcome, the terrorists. And then you feel the emotion of sadness, where you're thinking, where are the security agents? Is it not security agents that are supposed to be doing this, protecting citizens? Now citizens have to get it into themselves, to begin to protect themselves and do this thing. There are people who are supposedly trained to do this job, but yet they are not doing it. And then the next thing, you begin to wonder, what next? What if? Like I saw in the comment section, this particular case where someone was saying that, oh, the passengers should keep the AK-47 and use this on the next, terrorists. And I'm thinking, okay, so by the time they keep using it, what would they now become? They will now also become terrorists in a way. You can't have arms out of state state control, so you can't have non-state actors carrying arms. That's what this is all about. And so first of all, even in Nigeria, it's a crime in itself. And then you see the reason, you see the travels, and you're wondering, why are people still piling this road? Yes, we know that people cannot become prisoners where they are. People cannot just stop and not travel at all. People have to continue their lives. But you need to get to a place where you are asking yourself, some things, are they really necessary that you need to embark on this journey? Is it that people just have this death wish or suicide kind of mindset, and then or do they think that the people it has happened to, that it hasn't happened to them, or because they themselves have not become victim of this? I just get frustrated sometimes when I see it's almost as if citizens, as long as it doesn't happen to them, they don't care. As long as it doesn't happen to them, they feel that, oh, it's just those things. People travel every day, it's safe. But like I always say to people, I say it takes 1 second for you to become that victim, and that's it. And sometimes, instead of us to be focused on ensuring that we are getting those who should be accountable, those who are responsible for protecting lives and properties, to actually do their work, we rather just pretend. If you heard that there's actually a storm going on, I could hear hailstones, falling earlier on. So that's why it's going on, if you're wondering. And so, they just allow people to abdicate their responsibilities, and then do they think that, oh, it cannot happen to them? These are some of the things, that go through my mind. But let's look at this particular article. It says, in a courageous act, the family of a bride-to-be and a group of passengers thwarted a kidnapping attempt by killing a terrorist in Zamfara state. PR Nigeria, this report is coming from Vanguard, reports that the incident unfolded when the family of the bride-to-be and other travelers were ambushed by bandits along the Telata-Mafara Gusau highway. This particular highway, it's very notorious, for all of this attack. And it says the bride's family had embarked on a journey to purchase clothing and other wedding materials in Kano. However, their plan took a harrowing turn when armed bandits targeted. I'm like, clothing? Can't you look for another means, another alternative means? Why are you putting yourselves through this risk? Yes, you might say, oh, it's cheaper to buy in Kano, but for example, if they had been kidnapped, would that really make it cheaper? So sometimes, like, when I see people are traveling for weddings, I'm like, is it that they don't get it that these things are happening, or is it that they feel that, oh, they've just given up, they want to live their life, they are defiant and saying, oh, they want to live their life the way it is, irrespective of anybody, whether people are on this or not. Sometimes I just don't even understand. The bride's family had embarked on a journey to purchase clothing and other wedding materials in Kano. An eyewitness who spoke to PR Nigeria revealed that the response was spontaneous once the bandits had selected their victims. Despite one of the bandits managing to escape, the brave passengers captured 2 AK-47 rifles. Narrating how the events unfolded, the eyewitness said, a few kilometers away from the Fangal Tama checkpoint, the travelers heard gunshot echoing all around. To their shock, they encountered 2 well-armed bandits on motorcycles blocking the road and halting vehicles. The bandits immediately ordered the young woman, the bride-to-be, her father, mother, and 2 other relatives to exit the car. I don't understand. Is it only clothing they want to buy? You are buying clothing, the bride-to-be, the mother, the father. What are all of you doing on the road? Ha! If you don't get anybody where they talk, so you know if you talk to yourself. With guns pointed at them, the terrified family members were coerced to follow the bandits into the nearby forest. Realizing the grave danger they faced in forced abduction, the passengers decided to act swiftly. They rallied together and launched an attack on one of the 2 bandits. In a fierce struggle, they managed to overpower him, resulting in his instant death. The other bandit, however, escaped, leaving behind his firearm. The courageous group retrieved the 2 guns and emerged from the forest. They promptly handed the weapons over to the military at a nearby checkpoint, which is just the right thing, to do. And I'm just thinking about this. This is sometimes, in your mind, the people are always like, you look at it, the abductors, like if the victims can just come together, they can really overpower these people. I'm glad this family did this, but I also want to knock their head and say, why were all of you traveling together? But I hope this is the beginning of a psyche that will change, where people will fight back, because people are tired of being just helplessly being killed. People are tired of waiting for their government to defend them, and their government isn't anywhere to be found. So people will begin to take the loss into their hand. This is not even taking the loss into your hand. No, I take that back. People will begin to self-defend themselves. Yes, this is self-defense. This is self-defense, as in, and for me, I hope this begins to go around to build up the mind of the people to actually begin to fight these monsters, these animals that have not allowed us peace in our country, that keep killing people just the way they want to. Oh my goodness, I'm just reading this. PR Nigeria further gathered that amidst the courageous effort of the group, one of the passengers suffered a sudden heart attack due to the traumatic experience and later died in the hospital. Oh dear. Oh, that's so sad. That's really so sad. Honestly, that's so sad. May the passenger's soul rest in perfect peace.